cool is that? Oh, boy, have I got a classic in store for you today. I'm in Langdale Valley, and so I'm going to do the Langdale Pikes, but not only Langdale Pikes, but some other fells as well. In total 8 Wainwrights today, so it's going to be a bit of an epic hike. I'm out of breath. The weather is nice, still, hardly any breeze at all, not forecasted any rain, so a nice pleasant hike in store. No direct sunlight at the moment, but apparently the sun is going to try and break through in the afternoon. Right, let's crack on. I said before, the light is non-directional, for want of a better phrase. Very faint. There's a very light covering of low-lying cloud, and as I look towards Bow Fell, the cloud line is just below the summit there. So I'm taking advantage of these lovely faint layering. With mountain photography, especially mountainscapes, you want to look for prominent shapes, and the view I'm looking at, we've got quite a few. We've got Weatherlam, Pike, Blisco, and Coniston Old Man beyond. We've also got the Crinkled Crags, and I said before, Bow Fell. Oh, look at this. Low-lying cloud just drifting in. That's exactly what I want. I'm not even at my first peak yet, Loft Crag. That is behind me. So I'm hoping, oh fuck, it's developing. I'm hoping it's going to open up even more. So telephoto, long lens, 3 shots stitched together, 70mm. It's a nice, simple panoramic shot of the outlines of the fell tops. Now, you reach a certain time in your vlogging life where you see vloggers doing what's in my bag videos. It's like when you reach a certain age, it's time to buy a dog or a caravan. Anyway, I'm going to do a very quick, not what's in my bag, not just what's in my bag, but basically my setup on a usual day hike. So there it goes. So starting with probably the most essential bit of kit I take with me, and that of course is my bag. And that is the F-Stop 50 litre Looper. I've had it now for what, approaching 6 months, and it's absolutely fabulous. It's tough wearing. If I'm honest, after a long day's hike, it does start to rub my old shoulders, but that's because I've no shoulders. Look, I'm just basically skin and bone. But the thing about the bag is you can rest most of your weight on these rather wide waist straps. Oh, it's picking up this wind now. Not too bad. So yeah, that's about right. Let's have a quick look around. Usually I opt to take a Gitzo Traveller tripod, but today I haven't. I've opted for a mini tripod, and that is a Leo Photo. Let's have a quick look now what lenses I've brought today. So attached to the R6 is the 70-200, and the 16mm wide angle prime, the 35mm prime, my standard lens 24-105, Peak Design strap, a couple of ND filters, and finally my mic for the R6. Of course I need to consider what clothing I'm gonna wear. Well, no, I haven't got the jacket on. I've basically got a base layer and a mid layer as well, and I've obviously got the hat as well, return since spring. Look inside the bag, however, I brought the Lotzi just in case we have a rainfall, and I've also got some waterproofs, butties as well, sandwiches, and some personal effects. Now, in regards to water, I'm carrying 1.5 litres full of water at this moment in time, which some might say is not enough, but we will see. Let's have a quick look at what snacks I've got. Look at that, 3 cereal bars today, a bag of peanuts. You can't go on a day's night without peanuts. Lots of full fat carbs. And of course, in addition to these snacks and sweets, I've got a small flask of coffee, only 300mm, because you've got to consider, I've got to consider, there's got to be a balance between weight, practicality, and essentials, really. A bit of additional clothing there as well. I think that's probably it. Right, in terms of bag, sticks as well, walking poles. I'm currently using the Lecky adjustable as well. Right, okay, I think I'm waffling now, aren't I? I've stayed around here a bit long, it's getting a bit chilly. Hope you enjoyed that, by the way. Let's continue with the hike, because there's some lovely low-lying clouds building up. Loft Crag, first fell of the day. Look at that behind me, that prominent lump there is my next fell, Pike Stickle. From there I'm going to drop down into the valley and head up to Harrison Stickle. From Harrison Stickle, going to head over to Pavey Arc. Right, Pike Stickle, quite technical. So I'm going to head up there now, and I'll see you there, because I'm hoping from there it's going to open up the scenes. I mean, you can already see the views. I mean, look at this, you can see it. Some lovely, moody mountainscape outlines. Right, let's do it. It's quite sinister and daunting, doesn't it? It is quite technical. You've got to choose your path. There is a starting path. Yeah, and from memory there's quite a sharp drop. I mean, look at this gully here. Certainly not for the faint-hearted. Now the temperature has dropped. We've got a bit of a wind, a chill, so hat is on and the jacket is on as well to act as a bit of a wind breaker. So from now on, expect a bit of noise. I got a comment from my last video. He's got the jacket, but it's quite noisy. Anyway, let's get up there and see what the scenery has to offer. The top of Pike Stickle. I think, to be honest, I might have taken a more technical ascent, but interesting to say the least. Right, so views. Typical of this. It's, well, The scenery has clagged in a bit, not getting much. There's lots of mood, but there's too much haze. Can't really see any outlines. There's this shot here, which if you've seen Tom Heaton's recent, or one of his recent videos, by the time this goes out, he shot this view, and that's basically Loft Crag. I'll show you now with some nice lights on it. You might remember it if you've seen Tom's video. No light today, of course. So yeah, look what I'm seeing. Nothing much to offer. So I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to descend back down and make my way across to Harrison Stickle and then Pavey Arc. We'll see where we are from there. So as you can see, or not, I am clagged in here. I've got to Harrison Stickle. I'm just heading my way to the cairn on Pavey Arc. It's a shame the views are not good and we're clagged in, because there's a lovely view of Stickle town from the top of Pavey Arc. It's so important to check your whereabouts, i.e. GPS, so using your phone or your watch, because you can easily get disoriented, especially around it. It's quite technical. There's no real clear path. I mean, there is cairns littered, that's wrong, it's scattered on the fell tops, which obviously help. But yeah, quick check on my phone every now and then just to get an exact position. But yeah, shame really. From there I'm going to make my way to Thunacar Knott, and I'm gonna just hold on a bit because it is forecasted to break later on in the morning. I don't want to carry on the walk if it's just going to be like this. It's looking good, it's clearing up. Quick look around towards Pavey Arc. Go. Now the plan was to head to Thunacar Knott and then on, but not film. But I just want to say a little piece. I've just been approached, no, not approached actually. There was a family of 3. The adults were dressed in t-shirts. It's a bank holiday, it's Good Friday, so days like these you're going to bring out the less experienced fell walkers. Anyway, they wanted to get to Harrison Stickle and they were heading north. Harrison Stickle is south. About half an hour ago it was totally clagged in and very disorientating indeed. As I said, it's so important to at least bring some form of GPS, a simple app on a phone. That's basically what I use, my app on the phone. It's never failed me. I know it's electronic and batteries can run out, and I've got a map, I've got a compass, but there's no reason why no walker should not have an app on the phone and GPS, and just be prepared. Anyway, I did my good deeds for the day, putting them in the right direction, show them the phone, showing exactly where they need to be, and on they went. Hopefully they will get there. I have got spare batteries and chargers as well, just in case the inevitable happens and the phone the phone runs out. I've got spare batteries for the camera and GoPro as well. So yeah, key message here: be prepared, because the Lakeland Fells can throw hazards. Right, on we go. We finally have some clarity, and looking west, absolutely glorious. I've just been stood here with the telephoto, just in awe of the light show that Bow Fell is putting on for me at the moment. Every now and then you've got a splashing of clouds and the light as well, just illuminating the band which leads up to Bow Fell. I love Bow Fell. Such a nice, prominent fell. So yeah, telephoto stuff. Aperture what, 7.1, which is plenty. I just find a way of just getting the right moment. So yeah, it's wonderful. You've got Great Gable as well. In front of that, Glaramara. The light is coming. The light is dancing on the fell tops. Lovely place is this, really nice, really good. I'm looking at a bit of foreground, but ideally what I want to do, or what I want, is a bit of light on this foreground. Let me just show you this. I think without that light it doesn't quite work. If you remember my last video, I posted a similar sort of image using their diagonals and different shapes in the foreground leading up to Windermere. It didn't quite work because it didn't have that wowness about it, it didn't have that light. So the 70-200 is again the lens of choice today. I'm still looking at this light show going on. Now it's started, isn't it? All these photographic opportunities just opening up. And I remember this tarn, well, it's not a tarn, a little pool of water. The last time I visited, it's just near Thunacar Knott, the cairn. I'll show you here. And look at this. Now it's at a nice diagonal. You've got some lovely background, you've got Great Gable and some nice light going on, and the clouds are, yeah, looking quite interesting. Now before I mentioned foreground rocks, I wanted some lights. Well, the beauty of water is it gets its natural reflection from the light, so it's creating that nice contrast, and that married with the nice shapes of Great Gable. I'm going to work around with the crop, select a good aspect ratio, but yeah, 35mm is out. I find these days that if I can get a shot with a 35mm, then that's my preference rather than the 24-105. I just find it a bit sharper. I don't know, but yeah, there you go. Oh, these clouds are looking nice as well. Right, I must crack on with the hike, but thankfully the scenes are definitely opening up. Is it? Stickle Tarn, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm just gonna sit here for a few moments more and then head off back down Stickle Gill. I'm aching, absolutely, but what an epic walk. Yeah, I loved it, but the shots today were mainly all telephoto. All good stuff. Right, okay. Till next time, keep smiling, take good care of yourself. Bye bye for now.